There are a lot of molecular evidences which give a clear idea that we all have originated, all the living forms, they have originated from a common ancestor. Some of the points which clarify this fact are: every living form has presence of these four types of nitrogenous bases: adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine, sometimes uracil as well, and they all have the complementary pairing in order to bond with. Adenine always forms bond with thymine in DNA, whereas in RNA adenine forms double bond with uracil, and guanine always forms triple bond with cytosine. So this is a complementary pairing which is seen in a bacteria as well as a higher living form like we human beings. Everywhere we see this same pattern of formation of nucleotides, be it a DNA formation, genetic material as a DNA, or the genetic material as an RNA. Everywhere this is the way the main living form is formed, or the core of living organism, which is the hereditary material, is formed. Next is about the genetic code. Now, if the nitrogenous bases remain the same, then the genetic code is also the same. Genetic code is the information in a gene used to convey it in a process of transcription into an mRNA and finally into the process of translation for forming a protein. So, with the same idea, a gene is forming a protein. Protein is the functional form of any hereditary information. So that is also same for a bacteria as well as for higher living organisms. Now, if you think about the metabolic products, most of the metabolic products which are taken up by the bacteria or the higher living forms is almost the same. The processes by which the extraction of the food is done, that is also the same. All the living forms, they require some part of carbohydrate, simplest form, that is the glucose, and amino acids, the smallest form or the digestible form of proteins, and free fatty acids from the lipids. These are the forms which are taken up by all the living organisms, from the microbes till the higher living organisms. Everywhere the entire process is programmed or is designed in a way that ultimately either they get the glucose form, and then after sometimes, well, the storage is taking place, sometimes it is forming starch, sometimes something else, but still the entire process is remaining the same. And if we consider the chromosomal differences or the similarities between two organisms, it has very high amount of homology. We will be considering this with the help of an example. The example is about the human beings, orangutan and the apes. If we see the number of chromosomes, the diploid number of chromosomes present in the apes and orangutan, it is 48, whereas we human beings, we have 46 number of chromosomes. Now, if we consider the shape and size differences between all the chromosomes of the orangutan, apes as well as us, we find that there is a huge similarity. Just the thing is that they have one extra chromosome, and it is guessed by most of the scientists that it had been possible that because of deletion and all these chromosomal aberrations, two chromosomes, they may have infused together to form just one chromosome number 2 of the human beings, and that's why the chromosome number in the human beings was reduced from 48 to 46. This could have been possible during the course of evolution, and we do not even have the missing link between us and the apes. There is also a striking similarity between the chromosomes of chromosome number 3 and chromosome number 6 of apes as well as human beings. The banding pattern means the gene sequences in both of them are quite similar. You all have also studied about the rhesus factor. It was also taken up from the rhesus monkey. So if it is present in the animal, it is also present in us. So again, we are having some similarity between the animal, between the apes as well as us. So this is a kind of genetic evidence that we all have evolved from the apes, or ape-like men. I should rather use this term, that is much appropriate, because we have not found that particular missing link where the transition actually occurred. We have the entire evolution of men, we have an idea, but how did these like 48 to 46 transition occurred, that is still a mystery. It is not yet solved. So it can be solved as the fossil records, they are more excavated and studied. We can get idea about it as well.